Hey guys, it's Kevin Davis from Detailer's Helper, and today we're going to talk about some customer service 101 topics. Basically, today I want to talk about not being an a-hole. So this comes about because I had an issue with my internet service, and I've been trying to deal with it for the last couple of weeks. And I had this experience on Friday that I thought would be relevant to talk about on what not to do. This is probably the perfect example of how not to handle customer service and what it can mean for your business when you do this wrong, especially when you do it this wrong. So basically, backstory is I've been dealing with a customer service or a technical issue with my internet service for about 2 weeks. So I've called technical support. I've sort of gone through the troubleshooting stuff, and I'm a web guy, so I would be considered sort of a moderate to advanced internet user, networking, computer, that kind of stuff. So I know what I'm doing. So I've dealt with customer service. They're tier 1 tech. And basically, over the last 4 calls, she's escalated my ticket to their field service office, which means that someone else needs to look at that, assess whether or not there's actually something going wrong, and then basically get back to me to tell me whether or not there's anything wrong, or perhaps if I have a bad router, I have something else here at the house that I need to fix, which is all I wanted to do, so I know, is there a problem with my connection between me and the tower? I'm on wireless, not DSL or cable or anything. Is there something I need to be fixing? So basically, it came to a head on Friday. I called tech support again. They said, hey, I've escalated this 4 times. This will be the 5th time. So what you need to do is call this number, ask for this certain person. So I did that, and within about 15 seconds of talking to this guy, who is one of the higher guys in the company, this is a small town, this guy basically runs the company. He started to patronize me, demean me, basically make fun of me, and he went so far as to say, hey, I see that you're getting a slow internet connection. I can go ahead and lower your rate if you're happy with that dial-up level connection. So essentially, it's a patronizing kind of a thing. So essentially, the way I would define this guy's behavior is he was acting like a complete a-hole. All right, so you don't treat any customers that way, especially one like me who really and I explained this to him, all I was trying to do is get an idea of if there was something wrong with my connection, and no one had called me back. So I sort of went through that with him, tried to be very calm. I asked him why he was being so antagonistic, and he continued to do so. And so I finally got to the point where I asked him, what is your procedure when these tickets get upgraded, when they get sent up to your field tech office? He says, well, we look at them. If there's nothing wrong, it just goes away. And I said, so wait a minute. You don't actually let your tier 1 people know or the customer know that as far as you can tell, there's nothing wrong. And he says, no. So basically what he's saying is that if a ticket gets escalated, nothing happens. If they don't find anything wrong, you're left to call back, and which does you no good because their tech support doesn't know anything either. So he tried to compare it to, hey, if a mechanic finds nothing wrong with your transmission, then they can't do anything about it. And I said, yeah, but if they have my car, if they're servicing my car, they're going to call me and tell me they can't do anything about it. So anyway, sort of a long story. I wanted to give you the backstory because we all, even in detailing, have this same situation where I talked a little bit about bargain hunters. You may encounter people that you go out of your way to do your best for them, and they're just not that friendly about it. Or maybe there's just a misunderstanding. There's a miscommunication between you and the customer. The rule of thumb, and I try to give this to my teenage girls and anybody that will listen, is don't be an a-hole. So when you're trying to make decisions on how to treat people, what to do, what path to take, if you sort of use this don't be an a-hole rule, then you're going to be okay in most situations. So let's put this in sort of a detailing situation. Let's say you do some extra work for somebody that they weren't paying for. You feel like that you've done a great job, and then maybe they find one little thing that you missed under the seat, in the glove compartment, ashtray, coin thing, whatever. And then they bring that to your attention. Well, you're going to be offended, and you're going to sort of get on the defensive. The thing that you want to do is deal with that customer in a very friendly, professional manner. I think this goes from customers that do business with you a lot, customers you haven't done business with at all, people that are calling you and wanting to get the cheapest price possible. It doesn't really matter if you maintain a level of professionalism, it's going to do way more for you and your reputation and for your business and for you personally than acting like an a-hole all day long. So what are the effects of acting like this a-hole, like this guy did with me? So essentially, I'm going to do everything I humanly can within ethics, with my ethics and my moral background of making sure anyone that will listen, I can tell, do not do business with these guys, and here's why. Give them examples and say, this is the way the guys acted, and this is how they treated me, and this is why I don't want you to do business with them, etc., etc., etc. So I've been relatively happy with them up until this point and have recommended them up to this point. However, I've maybe told 3 or 4 people, and this seems to be the rule with customer service experiences. If I've already posted now a review to Yelp, excuse me, I posted a review to Yelp. I'm going to do a video review on it. I've posted on Facebook. I've told anybody that will listen, please do not do business with this company. So I've tried to impact hundreds of people with my negative experience versus telling just a few people with recommendations on my positive experience. So that will hold true with your business as well. So basically, the rule is be professional, be as friendly as possible. If someone gets in your face or whatever, obviously you have to handle that the best way you can. But there are ways to handle people in a professional manner. And especially, I mean, I can't imagine many people doing this. I've seen some posts on some of the detailing groups that, people are posting pictures of texts that they're getting or phone calls that they're getting or whatever. And just don't do that. So be professional, maintain your level of professionalism. And that will serve you and your business way better than, of course, being an a-hole. So I hope that helps. I'm Kevin Davis with Detailers Helper, doing what I do so you can do what you do better.